camera on. Got the paper up. Got that. All right, yeah. I think you can hear me now, right? Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? It is Thursday night. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna get some music going. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been streaming. I wanted to kind of apologize because I've been amazingly sick, like sick on a whole other level, right? But today I wanted to cover something. I know it's late at night, but I wanted to kind of get into this vibe of talking about this new song I'm writing. I wanted to give the vibe of how do I write my songs, and I wanted to share with everybody the technique that I use in writing chords. And this example, I wrote a document for everybody to look at and maybe take a screenshot of. But my theory is called chord construction through key signature, right? And so I picked a key. I picked B flat major. G minor is the natural minor of it. So the key that we're going to be working in this example, and I kind of waited because I want to show you chord degrees, like chord scale degrees. And basically, we always write with Roman numerals. We say, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root, and then I do my big 1, little 2, little 3, big 4, big 5, little 6, diminished 7. All right, so your chords are going to kind of lay out like this. Your dominant chord is your 5th. So that's called dominant. And that's like dominant 7. And your natural minor is number 6. And that's the chord that I chose in this example. So when we go to play the chord that I'm about to do, the idea is G minor, which is, so it's G, B flat, D. And I chose this chord because it has like this nice mellow tone to it. And I'm going to back up a little so you can see me play it. And hopefully it'll make some sense as I play the chord. So that's my first chord in the progression. The next chord is G, B, C, G, B flat. So it's actually you see how I just go, this is the first chord, and then I go back 1, and then I bring this finger down 1, I go here. And that's our 4 chords. So I had this idea because when you play in the key of B flat major, those are the notes you play, right? And so when I make that chord pattern, I know that every note that I'm playing is in this scale. And the next one's C, so I go down 1. And that's considered a suspended 4th chord. C minor sus 4. And that's an A7. It's a diminished 7th. And then this is very common chord F dominant 7, right? So the progression's going to sound okay. So I'm going to write the song now in front of everybody because I had this idea a couple days ago, and the idea was, can I write a song on stream in front of everybody? And can I show you the theory behind the song I'm writing? So this is like before the song's recorded. This is just a very fresh idea. So when Joseph, me, writes a song, I pick a key signature, and then I pick my first chord, which is G minor, and then I use what's in the key to build my chord. I literally use all the notes that are in the key to build the chord. That one's the heartstrings, man. I love that sound. And the resolution, because you land on a major chord, that's called resolution. The tension is in the minor chords, it's in the suspended chords, it's in the diminished chords. Look how nasty that tone is. I love it. It creates so much tension. And then that lets the bottom out. That's called resolution. Okay, so anytime you make a good chord progression, it should sound like it's starting somewhere and it should land somewhere. Okay, now we're gonna see what happens when we start writing a drum beat over this. All right, so I'm gonna use my trusty Ableton Live this time. All right, so we're gonna say, hey Ableton, I need a drum beat and a tempo. So tempo, I pick 90 beats per minute. I'm going to put a drum kit that's just an analog acoustic kit. So the simplest beat I could write, okay, I made a loop. And now I'm going to record this keyboard progression so that we can hear how I'm going to write a bass line and how I'm going to write the rest of my music. So anytime I write a track, I start with this and I make a series of chords that I'm going to play. Then I pick a tempo and a drum beat, 90 beats per minute, simple drum beat. And now I'm going to record these chords as a loop on the piano channel that we're working on, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, and I'm going to loop it. Get ready. And I'm going to add a little bit of effect now to this piano, right? Okay, so got two parts, got my chords, right? Now, what do I do here? Like a lot of people start to wonder, monopoly is one of my favorite synths. So if I'm gonna make bass, I'm gonna go to this guy, right? So let me load the track for this now. There it is. So now I'm going to record my bass, and I'm going to play on the riff of B flat major. Okay, so all right, and let's see. Let's do it again. So here we go. Hit record. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did my recording of the bass. And no lie, when I start practicing, I start working on another track. So it's like same sound, octave up. Now we're gonna write our next synth part, right? So the next synth part is monopoly. I'm gonna put a little bit of delay on this too. And I'm about to do my next recording, so this is gonna be the next take. There's my next synth part. Now, everything voicing wise is at different octaves, and that's why this works, right? And so now I'm gonna pull some strings in at a higher octave. Strings are coming from the OPXY, so I'm going to record over here. So now we're about 15 minutes into stream, right? So in about 15 minutes, I'm showing everybody that I wrote out a part, right? And the simple chord theory here is going to be chord construction through the key signature. That's exactly what tonight's lesson is. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I wanted to show y'all that the chords that I played were the primary basis for what I did, right? And then I wanted everybody to see that this is definitely how most of us write songs. So if you're talking to a singer-songwriter or someone that's actually writing and trying to write complex things and trying to write things with a little bit more flavor, the idea here that this progression goes from a minor chord to two chords with more tension to a resolution chord, which is a major chord. And I would tell anybody that as a singer-songwriter, or the tips that you would want to have in technically writing, because this is very to the degree of, we're being pretty technical here. You guys are seeing my own brand new song that I just haven't even finished. And this is how I get through writing tracks. This is how I teach people that I mentor. And I think you're seeing the thought that goes into where I keep telling everybody, write out your key signature, put the chord notes down, make sure you're picking things within a key, and give yourself that opportunity, spot one, to do it, because now you know what to play here. I only played that note and that note different. They are the two first flat notes, B flat and E flat. And your hand over time, it gets so much more comfortable. Those are easy to play. I know a lot of people think it's challenging. I think it makes your hands feel nicer. And the chord I played first, second one, third one, fourth one. So if you want, you can steal it, you can practice it, you can write your own version in your own tempo with it. Yeah, it's been about 18 good minutes of me showing a technique of how I write my own chords to begin songs and progressions. And this, again, is chord construction through key signature. We're doing simple chord theory, and these are writing tips from me, Joseph, to you. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Thursday night. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for learning with me tonight. And if you like what you're seeing, just, you can subscribe, you can like the videos. If you have comments on new content or you want me to show more videos like this, please let me know. And everybody have a great night.